Hello and welcome to my new session today, part two of my Endpoint Management Made Easy series. Today, we'll talk about software deployment. Um, yeah, short about me. I'm Jürgen Rinelli. I'm a senior software consultant and specialist in endpoint management and security. And I'm gonna show you my favorite tool and my best practices how to manage the software in enterprise environments. All right, so let's dig in. So go out here and yes, we're in Endpoint Central. Endpoint Central is my favorite tool managing endpoints. I have been a specialist in endpoint management a lot of years, SCCM specialist for a lot of years, and yeah, when I came across Endpoint Central, um, yeah, it made my day because it is easy and equipped with a lot of automatisms and help in managing my endpoints. Endpoint Central is it is an agent-based system. The console is available through browsers, and it is on the on-prem edition, equipped with a PostgreSQL database. It is good for at least 10,000 clients. You can migrate to a MS SQL version of database if you want, anytime. I'm using the on-prem edition. You can use the on-prem edition even on a hybrid solution, or you could opt in for a cloud endpoint central solution. Um, yeah, why am I showing the on-prem edition? I'm a big fan of on-prem or hybrid solutions personally. So, fine. What's about endpoints and software? Um, we all know that we do have a challenge when it comes to the enrollment of software within um, enterprises. We do need silent install switches. We do need the full installer because we do not want that the user is disturbed or has to answer some questions, and we do not want that the clients will go and download software from the internet directly. So in order to do that, we need to search for those files and those switches. Mostly common are today those download installers. So we have a small file, and then the client will install everything and get everything from the internet. We do not want that. So we need to search for this full installer. Mostly we need to contact the support of the software vendors, as well as it comes to the silent install switches. They're so equal. Every silent install switch is equal. Yeah, it is not. So we do need to ask the support of the vendor, or go and search within some forums. And yeah, Endpoint Central is equipped with templates to help us out there. I'm getting my picture out of the way so you can see better. Here we do have 135,669 templates right now. They are constantly getting more, and yeah, those templates are for Windows, Mac, Ubuntu, Debian, Red Hat. And what is within these templates? We do have there the silent install switches and the full installer. It is coming from Microsoft directly in that case. It is not hosted somewhere else. We do download everything directly from the vendors, and the software will then be downloaded into the repository from the server, where all the agents then get their software packages from. So, and in this case, we had quiet no restart. Let's have a look on something else. Yeah. Q no restart. And there are a lot of different install switches. All right. So if I want to have a package, I would just click on that software, yeah, and go on create package. There is another question. If I do want automatically have this software, this particular software updated within the packages, if there is a new version available, yeah, of course I do want to have that. And then there is a possibility for assigning a policy. Update all is something I have been doing. So this would include update packages if published in self-service portal, update packages in user-defined templates, and even a retain data if I do have in the package I created or I modified first, I have a pre or post deployment activities and a package description. So all these would be done automatically for me. All right. So if we just choose create a package, this package will land within the packages place. When it is ready, we do have it in here, like let's say the 7-zip, and we could go directly on install software on computer-based or user-based. We just name it within this dialog. We could uninstall in the same dialog. I could give it another user if the system user is not sufficient, and yeah, do some other configurations, like let's say user interaction would be allowed. As well, we need a deployment policy, the when and the how. It is the time frame and if there should be a reboot or not. We can select on predefined ones, or we could create own ones. Define target, remote offices or domains. In this case, I would choose a domain because I do want to have maybe a organizational unit or an AD group or just a simple single computer. And I could exclude targets too. Yeah, let's say if I would have chosen a organizational unit in the beginning, I could exclude some dynamic groups or machine operating systems like for the service. And exclusions can be done as many as I want, and I can do targets as many I want, just clicking on that plus symbol. About the deployment policies, there is coming up another session just showing the details on the configurations about targeting and deployment policies. All right, so the next what we would do here is the retry count and then deploy it and publish it. There is some best practices I do have, some recommendations. Let's say these recommendations on it. So in case you have built a package for the first time, you would want to test deploy it, then you would want to have an error message as soon as possible. So then I would recommend getting that on one retry count. If you already tested and you know it is running like a charm, it is good, then you would choose a higher retry count. My recommendation is 4-2-2, four retries, where 2 is during startup and 2 is during refresh cycle. Why? Because we have it with Windows here. So what happens if I install a software and it is not running? What would I do? I would simply reinstall. If it's still not functioning, I would reboot the system and install again. So this the automatism can do for me. I do not need to do that on my own manually. Fine, and that's everything what's needed to deploy a package. And in case of the 7-zip, I made already a video about it to test it and to showcase how fast, how quick it is. If you create a package like 7-zip, what is a small, tiny program, it is quick downloaded, yeah, of course, but I could have it installed within 3 minutes on the first client, even when I do not have a package already, when I use the templates. More quicker is not possible. So next, it would be, what if the default is not what I need? What if I do need some more post and pre-deployment activities? We can do so when we go here in modify. Then I do have all the properties, installation details and everything. And there is the pre and post deployment activity section. I could drag in there some conditional checks like, is there a software, this software already on it in a special version, or then go further on or not, or check if a required software is there or not. You can uninstall software, check for disk space, manage ongoing processes and such. On the post-deployment activity section, we have quite similar things: environment variables, services, start, stop, set the mode, custom scripts, or yeah, that subject with the shortcuts. Either you want to have one and the program is not creating one, you could create one. If you want to have a new one, let's have a look in it. Why I'm talking just. You could create, you could delete, you could create a internet shortcut, you could name it, rename it, and whatever. So even this you can address here. I always give a small sample about the pre and post deployment activities, about the use you could have. So in case you do have a software where the user can change the color, the width of the tables or such, all those settings would be usually written in a local configuration file or something. And if the software packager, the developer, is not addressing this, then you would find yourself with a reset. So your users, after the update, after the publishing, they would call you and ask you, why is my column not red anymore? So in order to address such things, you could create a file folder operation in here in the pre-deployment section, copy this specific configuration file into the a temp directory, and then later on in the post-deployment activities, you could create another 2 file folder operations. The one for copying it back from the temp destination to the location where it belongs to, and then in the second one, yeah, do a cleanup job, clean and delete that file out from the temp directory. So this is how you could work with those pre and post deployment activities. Within the uninstall section, you have same things to clean up everything. And yeah, that's pretty everything here within. If I modify a package, but if you want to create a package on your own, possible too, of course. Go in here, add package, Windows or Mac, select if it is the installer is an MSI or an exe, there this section will change then about for the switches. See, you have the license type, commercial, non-commercial, and yeah, it is a pre-requirement as well as the name. Within the naming, when you start typing the name of the software, the the Endpoint Central solution is helping you out. It is searching if this software maybe is can be found within the templates too. So in case you missed within all those 136,000 templates, if you missed it. All right, locate installable from file shared from shared folder or from local computer. If you choose from shared folder, you would have to enter here in that section, you would have to enter the full server path. If you choose from local computer, because yeah, you're through the console, through a browser, you could upload the files from your local computer through this console into the um, software repository on the server. So just drop every file you need in here. And then you just need to address the file without path. All right, next thing would be then the pre and post deployment activities. If you do not need to do anything. Uninstall routine, please don't miss those 2 seconds addressing the uninstall command too. And the advanced settings. Another thing I would recommend you strongly recommend filling it out. Architecture, is it the 32 or 64, and time limits, and of course here those package properties. It will help you with later on with reportings and anything. Fine, that's everything. Then add package and you're ready to go to install the software through the dialog we saw prior. Now, there are, yeah, other things we have to think about. We have software bundles maybe, or yeah, create a task sequence for software, standard software we do want to have on our systems. Let's say we have a fresh installed OS without anything on it, just the OS, plain OS. We could join this OS, this new system, not the OS, this new system into a new AD group like New Computers OU. And then we could build up a task sequence what would show you where I would choose every software I want to have as a standard on that systems. And here you can choose for every software again the install options, add package, and next one would be whatever. I just choose randomly, and everything would be installed then in this row. So first 7-zip, Adobe Acrobat Reader, and then ID self-service in that case. So if you want to change it, you could drag and drop. Fine. Next, again, the deployment policy, all time no reboot, let's say, and then that target. Here, then, in case of that fresh installed systems, you would choose a organizational unit and choose this New Computers OU. And then here a 422 at the retry count and deploy. By doing it like that, every a system with an agent coming alive within that new group in that OU will see that there is something, a configuration ready for them. And then they would start automatically installing this software in the sequence we do have here. As well, we could use these task sequences for software bundles. So if you have a pre-required software runtimes or whatever, then you would choose them in the beginning of the row of the sequence, and in the end, the full installer. Same thing. So even these bundles can be done within and deployed within a single deployment. And you could save it as a template for later use, or yeah, target a OU. Fine. That's about the software deployment, about template building packages out from templates, building own packages, about how to deploy, and about how to build task sequences. But I'm not finished now. We do have a self-service portal in here too. And this is what I want to get more intense in thinking for everyone. So, sorry, my wordings. I'm a German. Let's say in the beginning, in the last years, the last 20, 30 years, yeah, I'm already a grandfather. What we did is we built up the images with all the software on it, and then we just imaged our systems to clone them, to get them out. Now we started with, as I told you, with OS images, just the Windows system, plain, simple, and then we just install automatically all the software on it, the standard software. This is what a lot of companies right now are doing. In my function within the security and as a endpoint central and an endpoint management specialist, I'm asking why. We do need to address every single software out there on our clients with updates. And every software out there on the clients is a potential security risk. What do you want to say, Jürgen? Come to a point. Yeah. When I do have 1,000 clients, why should I install 1,000 7-zip versions out there when only 50 of those users will use it? It's a 950 potential security risks. It's a 950 applications I do need to patch. I do need to have to follow up. I do need to check my reports. Why we do not use the self-service portal? Let's say on the fresh installed system, just get that Office or something on it. Nothing else, plain system. Get them the self-service portal, show that to the users. They know how to use it. Everyone having a mobile phone has an app store, a Apple store, a Google store, a whatever store. They do know how to use it. It's the same thing on the clients. Another benefit out of the self-service portal would be within Endpoint Central, the self-service portal has a repair function. So if the software is not functioning correctly, they could repair on their own or reinstall. And that would save me resources and money. The first level support wouldn't need to do it for the customer, for the users. And we even could track that in money if you want. The self-service portal has the possibility to get a ROI, a cost per hour. And then, yeah, of course, we do have a rebranding too, a really good rebranding. And we could have with the self-service portal reports an insight how often it is used and how much money did I save already with it. Yeah, okay, it's my test environment. 45 seconds is not a lot. Fine. How would it look like? I'm gonna show you now. Yeah, but as I see, I do need to make my screen a bit bigger for you. Fine. Self-service portal. It is in here. It is easily configured. Publish software packages, computer, user-based, and we just target the group, and then we would just drag and drop that software in there. Installs without approval. If I do have self-service portal, it is a ticket system. We could even work with approval requests. All right, so that's easily configured. And if I do have the automatism running, For changing here the software always within the self-service portal to the actual one, the new users would install only the latest version. No need for the patch manager to get in and do again a lot. So how does it look like in the end user's point? Self-service portal, and we need to go, and I have a system in here with the remote control tool. What is what is available even within the endpoint central. I get the focus. I need to log in. Yeah, short passcodes. All right. Let's have a look at the self-service portal. How is it looking? How it looks like? All right, we have here applications and even updates. You could even send updates into the self-service portal. This is something I addressed within my first part of this series, and you could have it as a download as a video. You could still watch it. So in this case, 7-zip. All right. Oh, this is an install error. It is why there is an error. It is version 22. I think there is an issue. System. Let's go into the programs and features, and let's have a look. Yeah, 7-zip is already installed with the version 23, so this won't work. This is what I mentioned, that I can, within the packages, I can I can configure that it will be automatically the new one, the latest one within the self-service portal. If I do not do so, yeah, I'm stuck within that version. So FileZilla and has been installed. Here I could deinstall, uninstall it, or reinstall it. Let's have a look how fast it is going. Let's check if I do have WinRAR on that system. Yeah, of course I have done a checkup before, but I want to show you. Let's do a refresh so that you can be certain I'm not messing around. Yeah, there is no WinRAR on it. So now let's go back to the self-service portal. We do have here all 64-bit systems, and then let's associate a new package. Let's go and check for WinRAR. There's WinRAR, we got that latest version, get it in here, and then modify. Fine, let's go back to the test machine, let's get that done, and here it's still not available, so let's manually sync it. Syncing. Oh, that's good. That's time for a sip of a coffee. All right. There's WinRAR. It's new here, and now I can install it. And it is already finished. Here, WinRAR. It came late now. So let's go in here again, the program and features, and let's refresh. Scroll down, WinRAR. Yeah, here it is. So it is even quickly done. Okay, and if I yeah, that's it. So fast and easy, and faster as I would do it, and check later the software if I do yeah, do a full install with the on a new client with the task sequences. Then I would again need to check the software. Fine. That's all about even the self-service portal. Um, just think about it. Is it necessary to install everything? Are my users really that stupid that I cannot give them the self-service portal to install the software on their own? Um, it is tremendously helpful even for the safety of the systems. Less software out there, less potential cyber risks. So, what about some more further informations? Yeah, you could have more informations about Manage Engine, the vendor, through the manageengine.com page, or in regards to Germany, manageengine.de. And Manage Engine has in every country localized people sitting and talking your language, so they could help you. And if it is coming to the software to download it, um, no, we need to go to the English one. The German one you won't understand easily. Let's go to com. There's the products, and there's a lot of products. Manage Engine has for everything you can find a software. For everything you think of, you would need something. Um, Unified Endpoint Management and Security, Endpoint Management, Endpoint Central. Here it is. There is even the possibility for a free trial. Yeah, you can download it. It is 30 days free of cost with all features. And if you are a small company with let's get the right banner. Yeah, come. If you are a small company with just 25 clients, you could have it even free of charge. And as I always say, I'm a family father, and that's a um, company too. So try it on your own there, even in your family. Use it there, because every administrator, every IT, someone working with IT has that stamp on its head, and it will always be those calls. "Ah, it's just a click for you. Just do it for me, please." All right, so it will help. And as well, you could sign up for the cloud edition, as there is a 30-day trial too. Please, while you do that sign up in the cloud edition, make certain to use a service account, even if you want to try it out first, because later on it won't be that easy to change this email. So don't use a personalized email account like jürgen.rinelli at such something. Use a service account. As well, check if the dialog is did find you in the right data center. There are a lot of data centers around the world, so just select the right one. Changing later on from one data center, migrating from one data center to another is difficult. Let's take it that way. Other resources. There is our YouTube channel, Manage Engine Dach, if you want to. There are endpoint management and security videos from myself. These are in German a lot, but I've even started with English ones. I started even with Greek, and in a while I would start even with Italian ones, but mostly English and German right away. As well, there is a location, just follow me on LinkedIn. Yeah, and you would get receive news about new videos, new live streams, and new ebooks. Because I'm writing ebooks on that subject too. You can find that on rinelli.eu. Here on my IT books, there are three. Another one will come this or next week. So, and those are in English and in German available. So that's it from my side. If you do have any questions, don't hesitate. I'm writing them within the comments here, and I could address them right away, right now. Okay, nothing coming in. Doesn't matter. If you try it, and if you have, or if you have later on questions, just get in contact with me through my LinkedIn profile or through your localized reseller, or get through Endpoint Central, manageengine.com. There are support. There's here support section. Get informations there. Fine. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you soon.